That free throw good from Davis. Despite entering his 30s, Anthony Davis is not slowing down, Greg.
Yeah, B.A. And last year, AD put up the best rebounding numbers of his career. And his shooting percentage also very high. And just watching him, Davis is still an all-NBA caliber player capable of taking over on both ends.
Timeout call, Sacramento. Here's DeRozan. And he drives in. And the dunk by DeRozan.
Nice shot by DeRozan. I tell you, he's one of the better shooters off the bounce in the league.
Pass to Christie. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
I tell you what, that is a missed opportunity from mid-range for sure. With as little defense as was shown, should have made that one.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Irving looking around. It's rebounded by Sabonis.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights that bucket is automatic.
Fires from deep. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game. The Mavericks lead by 3. And out of bounds, Sacramento will have it.
Sacramento ball.
1:57 left to play in the first. Kicks it to DeRozan. Pass to Sabonis. From downtown. Fires in the triple.
3.
It's a tie ball game.
You've got to at least honor the three-point shot from Sabonis. He's capable of knocking it down from there.
And here's Sabonis. He'll bring it up for the Kings. And if you're looking for identifiable team mascots, Clark, some say the Mavericks champ, the horse, is near the top of the list.
Yeah, he does get after it. Also, the Mavs man. Dallas is rolling out a couple of iconic figures to keep that crowd on fire.
Pure from three-point range.
Yeah, this is the kind of confidence you love seeing. Murray not thinking twice at all about firing away.
Davis a screen. The drive by Irving. Good work there as it goes.
Knifing through the defense like warm butter on a biscuit. Irving knows how to get to the rim.
Sabonis outside. Picked by Murray. Pass to Sabonis. Outside Murray. Sabonis, high post. Just 4 to shoot. Intercepted. There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. And Washington powers it through.
Oh, I tell you what, checking out the dunking ability of Washington there, this guy doesn't mind showing off what he's got.
Here's DeRozan. Kyrie Irving clears the rebound. Here's the 3. That one doesn't drop. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. Dallas on top, up by 1. And the second quarter. Man, this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
Well, great play down low. I mean, you expect the defense to adjust, collapse maybe, but that should open up things on the perimeter later in the game.
Well, Grant, we know non-shooting big men can clog the paint, but if they know where to move off the ball, that certainly helps.
Yeah, you know, big men who know those circle actions, like flashing to the open spot when their man gives help, they often end up with easy looks inside.
DeRozan's excellent footwork makes him dangerous inside. Defenses have to recognize that.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, the Mavericks are looking to contend. Coach Jason Kidd said, we're trying to build a championship team, and it's not easy. Dallas has not talked about that for a long time. So to talk about that, it's pretty cool. To be able to build it takes time. We have the personnel. We have the team. Brian, that's confidence.
Yep, and they're in win-now mode, Allie. Thank you. To the paint. Now Davis. He's got 5. Out to the wing. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Second chance shot. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
You know, when trying to defend Davis, the combination of size and quickness he has is a problem. Hard not to foul him.
You know, Clark, 2024 saw Anthony Davis make his return to the All-Star game.
And really, B.A., such a pleasure to see him back on the court, healthy and producing. That's not been an issue. The issue has been him being hurt and not being able to be on the court. But he's a perennial All-Star when he's healthy and playing and doing exactly what he's done throughout his career at both ends, be a dominant center.
Late clock here. The Kings need to get one up. And stolen by Irving. Hauled in by the Kings. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Here's Levine for 3. Christie with a rebound. Thompson outside. On the wing, Irving. There's the 3. Connects from downtown. Irving's got 5 points now this quarter.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
It's good.
DeRozan from mid-range makes it look so easy.
Over to the left wing. Back to Irving. Washington outside. And the 3 off target. The Kings trailing. Back to Sabonis. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Sabonis has got 8.
This is really where Sabonis does some of his best work. He's a reliable scorer in the paint.
Washington outside. To the left side wing. Inside. Here's Irving. Shot clock at 5. To the middle. Here's Davis. And Davis slams it home.
Yes, sir. AD threw it down easily.
And the Kings have held tough. But it seems like the West has gotten tougher, Grant.
Well, what's the saying?
Oh, man.
Oh!
What a punch that was.
Bad intentions.
That's the sauce right there. I mean, every night, Levine approaches the rim like it's a dunk contest.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ellis.
Substitution. Number 17.
There's a minute 12 left in the first half of this game. Pass to Ellis. Now here's Murray. Levine feeling it out a bit. And here's Valanciunas. Here's Ellis. Still without a bucket. Here's DeRozan. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Substitution on the court.
And so it's Irving who brings up the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. 4-3. Valanciunas with a rebound. The Kings leading. Pass to Carter. Back to Murray. Lets the 3 fly. Gets the 3 to fall. He's got 6.
Always ready to fire. Murray brings a lot of value in catch-and-shoot situations.
Washington outside. Now here's Thompson. He's covered by Levine. Jacks up a 3. Thompson, no good. DeRozan outside. Murray from outside. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Sacramento on top, up by 4. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Pass to Gafford. Thompson outside. There's a screen by Marshall. Thompson goes up. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That's on Jonas Valanciunas.
Sending Klay Thompson to the line is never a good idea.
You know, when you think about how the Mavs play defense, so much depends on how they defend the point of attack. They've got great rim protection and rotations, but if they aren't stopping penetration, it's tough. The triple goes for LaVine.
LaVine has a really good knack for when to fire off the catch. Absolutely dangerous offensive play.
Irving, no good. The Kings lead by 6. Pass to Crowder. The 3-ball. And here's Valanciunas. Yet to see a basket. They kick it out to Murray. Just 5 on the clock. That's the way. On the break. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
Looking to get back on track. Outside for Irving. This one for 3. Knocks it down from distance. Irving's got 10 points in the game.
Hey, Kyrie is a threat from anywhere beyond the arc, including those corners.
LaVine, good.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Here's Irving. It's not going to go for him. Great D that time from Monk. Crowder outside. Outside Monk. To the wing, right side. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Valanciunas. And good as it rattles through the hoop.
That pass delivered to where Valanciunas could get into his shooting rhythm right off the catch.
Here's Irving to the left wing. On the wing, Thompson. Back to Gafford. Outside Irving. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Personal foul. Second team.
Grant, we all know how good Kyrie Irving is, but he's especially lethal in the fourth quarter.
And his clutch moments go far beyond his series winner in the 2016 finals. He thrives in high-pressure moments and has done so his whole career.
So it's both teams making substitutions here, and he's good on the second. Well, Grant, the Kings are one of those up-and-coming teams that are knocking at the door.
Yeah, they have some stars, B.A. They have some great role players, too. Part of their problem is they're in the Western Conference. It's so hard to just make the play-in tournament in that conference.
Gafford the screen. Here's Exum. Again, the miss by Dallas.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Pass to Valanciunas. Back to LaVine. There's a screen. Inside. Here's Crowder. No good there. Off the double clutch. Mavericks trail by 4. Here's Irving. Here's Gafford. Covered by Crowder. And there's a whistle. That goes on Jay Crowder. That's his first foul of the game.
Third team foul. Substitution for your Mavericks.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Pass to Hardy. Shot clock at 6. Screen by Lively. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Pass to Marshall. On the wing, Davis. Here's the floater. And that one drops. Davis has got 11.
Hey, this is a difficult shot for anybody, this floater, but with Davis and his size, even more difficult.
Picked by Sabonis. Levine. Banked it in off the glass. Levine's got 7 points here in the quarter.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Hardy. Davis a screen. To the paint. Too strong. Davis for 2.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Here's Levine for 3. Zach Levine, he's been the guy making things happen for Sacramento. He put together 10 points in the quarter.
36.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And so here's Sacramento. They lead by 4. The Mavericks pull it in. Right side, Davis. Knocks it loose. Oh, it's stolen by DeRozan. Murray for 3. Rebound, Anthony Davis. And so Davis will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Pass to Thompson. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. Sabonis with it. And Davis picks him up defensively. Now DeRozan. Here's Ellis. 6 on the shot clock. Down low. Here's Murray. Oh! Murray making his presence felt inside.
Yeah, and a very mature play by Murray. Not letting the clock force him to shoot.
Pass to Davis. It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
This is when your interior D has to be on high alert.
DeRozan deciding where to go with it. They kick it out to Murray. Sabonis, right side. Launches a 3. And it's Levine with the 3. And the Kings lead by 7.
Look, this is why Levine's teammates look to feed him and let him eat. They know how hot he can get.
Nails it from 3.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Here's DeRozan. Big jam by DeMar.
Outstanding move in the lane. Just enjoy that one at home, folks.
No doubt, with some huge elevation on the finish.
Boy, the defender might have to put his shoes back on after that move. Wow.
Here's Davis. The shot no good. Good D by Murray. Sacramento leading by 6. DeRozan right side. Pass to Sabonis. Tipped away. Stolen by Thompson. Here's Davis. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Davis has got 11 in the second half.
Anthony Davis showing you he's in control when the spotlight is on.
Outside for Levine. Pass to Sabonis. Murray from outside. And the rebound goes to Dallas.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Washington outside. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
A minute 31 left to play in the fourth.
On display, the advanced skill set of AD. I mean, when he gets it going like that, he's a hard guy to put clamps on.
Pass to Sabonis. The three. Now here's Murray. 5 on the clock. Here's Ellis. Back to DeRozan. For 3. And it's Irving with a rebound. Davis with it. Oh, wow! A huge basket to tie the game!
No question about it. The touch is with Anthony Davis.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
To take the lead. Davis misses. And so here's Sacramento. And I think we'll see him milk the clock a bit.
Yeah, seems like the heady move right now.
Here's Sabonis.
His great length really helps AD defensively.
And this is so critical. They now have to score every trip up the floor.
It's not over yet.
To the inside. And stolen by Murray. Out of bounds. And out of bounds. Dallas will have it. Now off the inbound. Oh, he missed it. Hey, some razzle-dazzle from Davis.
AD staring him down and letting him know this ain't over yet.
Knocked away. And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. Irving for 3. Oh, had a chance to win it right there. Couldn't get it to fall. Time expires. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ball game. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. Murray with it. Pass to DeRozan. Now Valanciunas. He shoots a 3. Kyrie Irving clears the rebound. Outside Davis. Davis going to work in the paint.
When he's at his best, Davis is in attack mode, getting to that rim and playing with power down low.
Now Irving. And pushing it up. Here's Sacramento. And here's DeRozan. Here's Murray. No luck on that one. Thompson with some nice D. Outside Davis. Pass to Irving. Clock at 6. Out left to the wing. Here's Christie. The three-pointer off the mark. The Kings trailing. Now here's DeRozan. Inside. Here's Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
I mean, with his height and size, stopping Valanciunas just isn't an option sometimes. What a jam.
And so they foul intentionally. About 90 seconds off the clock at extra time now.
Active hands prevented an easy bucket that time.
Outside Irving. Thompson scanning the floor. Outside for Davis. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. That's on Jonas Valanciunas.
Nice pump fake by AD. So good at drawing fouls.
And he does get the second one. And that gives him a lead.
Not an A-plus trip to the line, but he did get them the lead.
Pass to Murray. Here's DeRozan. And here's Valanciunas. Murray for three. Davis for the rebound.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
Outside Levine. Back to Murray. DeRozan with the ball. It's stolen by Washington. Here's Christie. And connects from downtown.
Great idea to pull up and take the transition three there. The D was in position to block his path to the hoop if he took it inside. Turning up the temperature on his intensity that time. DeRozan getting it done in the big-time moments.
Pass to Christie. Here's Irving. And they're going to prolong the game with an intentional foul.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
They didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
Put a bow on this one. His composure at the line effectively ends it.
Timeout called. Sacramento. There's 6 seconds left to play in overtime. Let's hear from our analyst. Give us your take on the strategy being discussed right now.
No doubt. They've got to get a quick bucket here.
Yeah, and they need it hiccup fast. I mean, they'll be drawing up a quick hitter in the huddle here, no doubt.
Here's Levine. And it's in. And that one brings them within one.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
So he gets them both. And it's a three-point game.
Couldn't have asked for anything better there. Only a three can tie it now.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds in time.
Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
And so it's the Mavericks who come out on top here. Things looked a little uneven for them down the stretch, but in overtime, they took control.
NBA, I don't think they expected this one to be so hard-fought. But when they went into overtime, they really poured the gas on the fire.
And that'll wrap it up, folks.
It's the Phoenix Suns taking on the Milwaukee Bucks. Thanks for joining us as we get set to bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And, of course, David Aldridge is joining us tonight from the sideline.
Devin Booker. First personal foul.
You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He hits the second from the line. Clark, the last piece of the puzzle for Giannis Antetokounmpo, winning that 2021 NBA title.
And you know, Kevin, think about this. When Giannis got that ring, he also had 2 MVPs, a Defensive Player of the Year award. Man, that's accomplishing a lot at just 26. Not many bigs can slow down KD once he gets around the rim.
And it's Durant with the rebound. And there's the foul. And it's on Taurean Prince. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Booker. Outside Durant. Just 5 on the clock. The 3-ball. That's tipped. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Lillard left side. Antetokounmpo inside. In the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Giannis is a monster around the rim. Too easy there.
Over to the left wing. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. There's the pick. Here's Beal. From down in the low post, it goes.
And great recognition there in the pick and roll. Beal usually able to make the right play.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. Over in the corner, Lillard. A three-pointer, no good. And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. Pass to Dunn. And here's Booker. Outside, Beal. Durant for three. Drops in the tray.
3 points.
KD's got 5.
Players with KD's size generally don't have that quick release, too. Incredible combination for him.
Mark, we know the Bucks are a veteran team that has now leveraged their assets to try to win now.
And the question is, Kevin, do they have enough? There's a point at which veteran becomes a nicer way or a euphemism for old, especially in today's NBA. That can be a problem for you.
Antetokounmpo. That's a two-pointer. Lopez with the ball. Now guarded by Booker. Left side, Antetokounmpo. And again, unable to change momentum here. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And last year, excellent at the free throw line, just a shade under 90%.
Yeah, those were fine numbers he posted at the line. It was hard to find fault with anything he did from the stripe.
Now here's Booker. Back to Durant. Lets it go with the three. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Milwaukee, no good that time either. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to talk with Doc Rivers for a minute. During our talk, I asked Coach what makes Kevin Durant one of the best scorers ever. He told me it's insane that a 7-footer has that much skill. Kevin truly is one of a kind. Now, no one can stop him one-on-one. We need a team effort. Of course, KD's going to the Hall of Fame, and he's still giving opponents nightmares late in his career. Guys?
Thank you, David. Booker draws the double. Dunn, wide open, he fires. And the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-back call here.
Sometimes it's just better to concede a rebound instead of fighting through the guy and getting called for over the back.
Yeah, I agree. And you've got to have a sense of when you're not going to be able to get to the ball. That just wasn't a smart foul.
Kicks it out to Prince. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Misses, and the dry spell continues. Here's KD. And Durant gets double-teamed. And stolen by Portis. Over in the corner, Lillard. Those three-pointers off the mark. Booker outside. What a play! Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
What was really...
18.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Suns.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. You know, Greg, we're seeing so many teams utilizing the dribble handoff.
And it really forces the defense into a bad spot, can create situations where the offense has an advantage, and then it allows you to kind of seek out the matchup.
Beal gets a wide-open look. The basket good off the assist from Durant.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balanced. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense. Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
Bucks trail by 18. Nobody near Lillard. Good on the three-point shot. Lillard's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Tell you what, doesn't matter whether he's on the move or standing still, Leonard is a flat-out laser shooter.
Kicks it out to Booker. Back to Durant. Outside, Beal. Good ball movement here by the Suns. 14 feet away. And it's Phoenix scoring again.
That mid-range shot, a go-to one for KD.
And with this score of the Suns, you know, Greg, you never know who is going to initiate the offense for them.
And that can cause problems at times, Kevin. Can run you into issues keeping the ball moving. Turnovers can be their Achilles heel as well.
And it's Lillard again missing.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thanks.